Hello everyone, welcome back to another edition of West Ham Fan TV's Post-Match Pint. The only West Ham United post-match football show on the internet. We've just come back from White Hart Lane. It was West Ham 2, Tottenham 3. I'm not joking, that was one of the worst nights of my life, to be quite honest.
Worst 7 minutes.
It was bad, man. It was bad. Scott, take us through the starting lineup before I punch someone in the face.
Shall I move away?
Well, a bit of a surprise really, he dropped Adrian, didn't he? I know on Adrian's form it ain't much of a surprise, but Randolph coming in goal. Reedy back after injury and suspension. Obona, Kyoto made up the back three. Antonio right, Creswell left. Obiang, Payet, Lanzini, Ayew, and Sacco straight back in up top.
It worked, sort of.
Yeah.
It's good to see Sacco back.
Yeah. Made a bit...
He makes the runs, doesn't he?
That's
Like
it,
he runs down the channels, and he looks all the time. He's looking for that run and that pass all the time.
The thing is, it's a tough game to throw him back in. He's been injured for how long?
I thought it was a perfect game to chuck him back in.
No, but his fitness and sharpness ain't going to be there, is it? Where he hasn't been playing. But
I still thought, bearing all that in mind, I thought he done.
Yeah, so Sacco coming back, it was big, it was massive for him. I thought he done very well for the 60 minutes. He looked unfit at the end, but he was running the channels, he was hassling defenders, he was doing everything we need our strikers to do. And although it didn't go too well today, I think in the long run that's a big, massive boost for us.
going into the run of fixtures we got now, having him back is huge.
It's a massive boost.
Yeah. You know, you can't... Zaza's got all the willing in the world, but he ain't Sacco.
I mean, the thing is, we couldn't have expected like miracles today from Sacco. It's his first game in how many months, so you know, bearing that in mind how long he's been out, I thought he done well. Like Nick said, he was making good runs, and I thought he was holding the ball up quite well.
Well, we scored. There wasn't a lot going on before we scored, really. There was.
Do you know what? Watching it was end to end. The whole first half was in. I know they had more of the possession, but the whole first 20-25 minutes was end to end.
I mean, it was a proper game of football,
Yeah.
wasn't it? Like,
Good-
both
good.
teams wanted to go for it. We didn't go there to sit back to take a point.
Yeah.
We was going there to win.
If you were a neutral watching that game, that was an entertaining game of football.
Both teams were attacking with a lot of pace as well. It was a very pacey game first half.
But it's really, the first,
Antonio, he done a lot of. He likes taking players on, doesn't he? He's got so much pace, and he was like skinning them. And no, he said the first goal, check, hit the crossbar.
Before that, I want to talk about one incident that obviously we were sitting there, so we didn't see it too well. So you two might have had a better view of it. The Jan Matt, is it his name Jan Matt? Number 9?
striker, Jensen.
Jensen.
Yeah.
His tackle on Kyoto that left him crumpled.
He got the ball. He did get the ball.
But he took him out.
Is it out of control of the tackle? Because ain't that the rules now?
Both players went in with their feet up, like with a high foot. He did get the ball.
Let's just
In
say
fairness to him, but
you've seen it before being a card. You know, it's
It
one
was a
of them.
Sunday League challenge.
It was.
Yeah, of course it was.
Yeah. I mean, I think it was the follow through that was the.
Yeah,
But he did get the ball first.
The
so-
actual tackle itself wasn't.
No, I'm
it
not.
was the follow through.
Look, I didn't see it, so
Yeah,
I'm
we
just
couldn't really
taking
see it from where we
taking.
I think what done him.
There was
he
a
fell on
fucking a starboard in front of us.
I think what done him,
fucking
he
shit.
fell on the. You know, like when I had the carriers with the water bottles on, he landed right on that.
And on the harder.
And on
No,
the
if it's a
hard.
proper tackle, mate, I like proper tackles, so I'm not going to fucking moan about that.
What's that you saw it? The tackle, the initial tackle wasn't bad, was it? It was
No,
the,
it's the way he landed worse than
it
anything
was
else.
the
But as I
carrying
said,
on, carrying on through.
I've seen
and
them
took
been
him.
given for bookings before, and if not worse. So
All right, but anyway, yeah, we did score.
good ball in.
Great ball in after
Great header.
a poor first corner.
Yep.
He took the second. Good header by Czech.
Yeah, he was unlucky.
Hit the bar, fell to Reed. He volleyed it, and Antonio was there to stick it in.
Yeah, he flicked up off of the Tottenham defender as really.
Well, it could have been either Antonio or Ayew. Ayew was there.
He took it right.
His
off
eyes
his
must
head.
have lit up.
The thing is, you could see Ayew's face. I think when Antonio's run off and Ayew's sort of gone like that. He's like,
But that
"I
was,
just took
I
my
was
goal."
saying to Nicky, that we had the same thing last season, didn't we? Check it, the crossbar, and we didn't take the chance, and look what happened. I mean,
Yeah.
well, but we went 1-0 up.
And then
deserved it. I don't know.
yeah, it was a bit end to end. There wasn't a lot of chances. I don't remember them shooting much in the first
That was
half.
the first shot on target, was Antonio Zeta.
Yeah.
They had one disallowed, didn't they?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
yeah,
He
yeah,
was
offside.
blatantly offside, sorry.
Yeah, so not a lot happened in the first half, but I mean,
Well, it
I
was
don't
clear
know,
cut
man.
chances. The ball got Rose went down the left, put the ball across the 6-yard box, and Creswell done well to leave it. There was he knew that there was no one behind him that fizzed straight across. It's one of them that if he probably put a foot in it, it was an own goal. So
Yeah.
he done well to
I
leave
mean,
that
it was
one.
a good ball in. It was like one of those, the corridor of uncertainty.
but I thought last 10 minutes of the first half, we give them too much of the ball. We laid off of them too much. We invited them on, and it really was a.
It set the tone for the start.
Yeah,
of the
it set the tone for the start of the second half, and I thought when we competed with them, I thought we was the better side. But I don't think we've done enough of that today.
No, that was it. When we were hustling and busting and shutting them down, we did look the better side. But I said again, we have this thing this season, and probably towards the end of last season, where we're on top of teams, and then we drop back, and we get deeper and deeper, and that gap between the midfield and the forward just opens up.
We don't make it count enough. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When we should be like. There was a couple of times today when we could have gone 2-0 up, but we're just mucking about with it all the time and giving stupid balls away. Or Bonner, Obiang,
holding on to it.
holding on, yeah.
Times as well.
Pyatt as well a couple of times.
Nerves
lost
though,
the ball.
because of the position we're in. Not shutting out games.
I don't know, because I've seen it. We did it last season as
We,
well.
yeah, we've let
We
him
just-
in
we
like two
just-
goals a game.
We
on
just
average
hold
towards
on
the
to
end,
the
you know.
ball too long. It's that indecision at the right. When we should be playing that little 5-yard pass, we try and do the 30-yard worldie, and then when we should be doing the worldie, we're doing a little 5-yard pass. You know, it's indecisions, and it probably cost us really.
Well, it definitely did cost us. Goes into the second half. Wasn't that long into the second half. They was well on top.
They come out with a lot more energy. Second
Yeah.
half, didn't
They
Like,
made
closed us down
I
more.
know it sounds silly. They made the pitch wider. You know, they went wide so much more in the second half.
Yeah.
You know, and it causes problems because it pinned Creswell and Antonio back. And the problem on Creswell's side, Pyatt ain't there to defend, right? And teams do exploit that. So you're getting Creswell's doubled up on quite a lot.
But Lanzini was doing that today. He was working
Yeah,
that quite a lot.
Lanzini
What we've been
works
saying for
hard.
ages, he should be doing the dog work, and he was
Exactly.
doing that today, and he done that quite well. I think it suited him, that role today.
I mean, let's talk about that a little bit. That little role. How do you think we played without Noble today? Because that was obviously a big talking point that Noble was going to miss this game. I thought he looked a lot sharper.
Yeah, he looked a lot sharper, but the thing is with Noble, he knows that game, it means a lot to West Ham, and he's that sort of player you want to get stuck in. But I thought we played really well without him today. Whether it's
To be
probably
fair,
start him in the next game.
Yeah, we moved the ball a lot quicker through the midfield. We didn't go backwards as much without him in the side. You know, but like Ryan said,
He's
a
got
London
experience,
derby,
hasn't he?
that's the sort of game we want
You
him
want
to
him
play
in,
because
yeah.
he knows how much it means to the fans. You know,
He's got the experience of playing
Yeah.
in the big derbies as well.
Yeah.
You know, like a lot of experience.
Yeah. But you know,
So the Winkle got their goal. Winkle.
Winkle.
do you know what?
Now on the cards,
apart
wasn't
from 5 minutes into the first half, he was awful, and then he goes and scores, and it's always against us. Someone on their debut, like Premier League debut.
But he's another youngster they're bringing through. In there, I've heard a lot of my mates, Tottenham fans, have spoke about him and they rate him a lot. And
Pochettino
Yeah,
does
it's-
bring youth players
yeah,
through. don't
that's
he?
no,
one
he'll
thing
probably
we
be in the
say.
England squad next week when they announce it, because that's
Oh,
it.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
will happen, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but that's one thing you got to respect Pochettino for. He does use the youngsters.
Which is what we were talking
You
about
know,
earlier.
he
weren't
did
we?
it at
So-
Southampton. He's
Yeah,
done
they've got a
it there,
good,
so you
they've
gotta
got a
rate
good
him for
crop.
that.
Look, I'm not going to take nothing away from Spurs. They're a good team. They're not gone unbeaten all season for no reason.
No, exactly.
They're grinding out results, and today proved it. They are a good team. Whether I think they'll win the league, probably not. But
They'll be in the
they
mix.
go
though. They'll be up
close.
there in the mix.
The thing is, it pains me to say it, but like we were saying earlier, they're 3 players off of being a title-winning side.
Yeah, they are.
You know,
The
they
thing
haven't
is,
got
they
that
had
top quality.
no. The thing is with them is that, like last season they could have won it, but they didn't. And the only reason they could have won it is because 3 of the top original 4 were poor
Yeah.
last season.
Yeah.
And then Leicester went on to win it. And
There's
this
still
season-
space for them though.
Oh yeah, cool. So but they're doing it. They're doing it the right way. They're progressing every year, and they will win the Premier League probably within the next 5 years.
Shit cunts.
No, but look, take your West Ham hat off and glasses. You've got to appreciate they are a good club.
No, it's good.
And even when I was looking at their stadium today, their new stadium being built, I'm thinking to myself, this is going to be a proper football ground.
Yeah.
And like, well, when we have to go what we've got, and then looking how they're doing it, and they're doing it slowly and they're progressing, and
That's what we said, wasn't it, about when we was watching the game. It was just like, where they are, and it's a shame they're knocking, like Danks,
Yeah,
it's one
it's
of the
another one of the
proper old
old-fashioned
football
grounds,
grounds, and it's
isn't it?
close to the pitch, and it's
yeah, but they're only turning it around, didn't they, and building on, making a new stadium. So I reckon it will be sort of close, but it won't be like our place.
Oh shit.
Binoculars.
But yeah, anyway, going on in the game, got a bit tasty. It was a tasty game. I felt we got bullied out of the game. They hassle a lot. Honestly, because they put in
First half
some
we
meaty
matched them.
challenges.
Second half, we did sort of seem to bottle out of a few
We
challenges.
just didn't start well in the second half. Again, we
allowed
had
them.
that thing. We had a really good first half, and then second half we just didn't come out, and we let them boss the game. It weren't so much we just sat too deep. You know, the ball wasn't sticking. Sacco was tired.
and their
And-
towels are
and
up then, aren't
that's
they?
it.
When they get on top, the towels are up
Yeah.
and
You know,
sniff
but-
blood.
Anyway, against the run of play, we took the lead again.
Missed out the equaliser.
No, I didn't.
No,
I
should
talk
be
about, I
like-
talk about Wingle.
Winkle
Yeah, was it handball in the build-up?
Yeah, it definitely was handball.
from Jensen.
Yeah, mate, definitely was handball. But I'm not. Do you know what? I've sat on here so many times. I'll sit there blaming the referee, and I blame this and I blame that. At the end of the day, mate, it happens. You know what I mean? Like,
Randolph was unlucky anyway. He was unlucky.
Bonner's dwelled on the ball, give it away. They've switched to play. It was handball in the build-up, but you know,
Because the replay I saw, it was at the angle it was at. They were showing it from behind, and you couldn't see. Well, I couldn't see very clearly, but I think Scott had seen the other replay. So
I don't know, but
Yeah, we got the penalty. It was a penalty as well.
yeah, it
I haven't
was-
seen the replay yet.
It was all overread. I see it straight away.
But do you know what? He had a very poor game today, the referee. I thought he lost control of the game. I don't think he was.
He was.
The
He
thing
was
is
looking
with
to
him,
give, not looking to give them a penalty after our one, but
looking
he was,
to even it up, wasn't he?
he was looking for an excuse to do it. So
He's a prat.
Yeah, I don't like him as a referee. I think he's a terrible referee.
but
They give us a penalty. But do you know what? At least he's got the bollocks to do that.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
He give a penalty for grappling in the box, which a lot of them don't. And it was as you say, it was a blatant penalty. Noble's out. Lanzini steps up. Beautiful penalty.
Lovely penalty right in the corner.
Yeah,
Good penalty taker. Didn't he done one at West Brom, didn't he?
yeah, yeah. Lovely penalty. And we're back on top.
And to be fair, after we got that goal, they
We
did
had-
not look like scoring.
We had our
Later,
tails up.
didn't it?
Yeah, we had our tails up.
Well,
And
they had about, before we scored that, they had 10 minutes where they could have gone 2-1 up. They battered us.
That 10
Matt
minutes
Randolph
they
made
battered
a
us.
beautiful
Yeah,
save, didn't he?
great
From
Great
Dyer,
save.
wasn't it? Was it Eric
Yeah,
Dyer's
yeah,
header?
yeah.
Yeah.
Great save, and then once we got our thought, you know what, our luck's in here.
And you know what? We've got to say this. The substitutions started coming, and that is our problem this season. We've got, when everyone's fit, we've got a brilliant team. You see today, we're going out there. That team hasn't lost all season. Spurs, we're winning there. We look in control. We look like we're going to grab a third. And then a few of the players like Sacco, Payet, who had a brilliant game today.
Sacco went off before the goal, didn't he? Before the penalty, Sacco went off. On the
Yeah,
side.
yeah, but I'm just saying in general. I'm not
Yeah.
saying like, oh, he's gone off and then he's all gone to shit. But I'm just saying he's had to come off, and the players that are coming in are just not good enough. They're not good enough for this. I'm sorry, but they're not for the league.
I get-
Zaza, fucking
But
hell.
I get the Sacco going off, right?
Yeah.
And our first game
He-
back,
he was
that
that
was
guy,
playing
yeah.
from the start.
I
What
I
didn't
think you
get-
should have given him an extra 15.
Nah, he looked
He
fucked,
was
mate.
fucked.
Fletcher then.
But that's
Yeah,
not
Fletcher was a better option,
But what
I mean-
I don't understand was making the two at the same time, but taking off Ayew for Fernandez.
I agreed with the IU substitution at the time. In hindsight, it's easy to say, but at the time, because I think he was getting bypassed in the midfield too much.
He was getting bypassed. The thing I liked about Ayew today, he was running off of the striker, which is what we've not done for a while. But I would have made the Sacco one first and left it another 5 minutes, because then
It breaks up play, doesn't it?
You know, you're slowing the game down. And at that point, when he made the Sacco substitution, Tottenham were on top. And we saw it last season with Leicester when we were getting back in the game. Ranieri made 2 substitutions in the space of 5 minutes, and it just broke the game up and took the sting out of it. And I think Bilic should have done that. Sacco off first because he was getting tired, and then Ayew off 5 minutes later. But he's done them both at the same time. And to be fair, I know Zaza's been slated, but he worked hard again. And
I beg to differ there.
He does a lot of running, but he don't do the right running. He was running like where Sacco offers you that. Zaza, I don't know. He doesn't make the right runs.
Yeah, he don't make the same runs, but there was times when we've come forward.
He's getting caught offside a lot.
Payet's come forward with a ball. Zaza's pulled out wide, made a run. Right, Payet had 3 times to lay the ball off to him, and he held it and held it and held it. Gives it to him.
Because he probably looked over his left shoulder and thought, fucking hell, not him.
But at the end
That's
of
what
the
I'm
day,
saying. It's true.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, you've got to have confidence. Whether he's
But he ain't got confidence.
But he's still got to give
The
him
thing
the
is
ball.
with Zaza, he's a good player. I just don't think he can adapt to this league.
No,
I think it's
of
too
course not.
physical for him, and he's quite a big lump as well.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. He could be one of them ones. He gets a goal and then he goes on a fucking run. You know what I mean? But
yeah,
I can just see him running away in January back to Italy because we need to sort something out
Yeah,
there.
I say keep getting caught offside quite a lot.
That was one thing didn't annoy me. There was a time Lanzini had the ball and Lanzini's running wide. And the thing I hate about strikers when they get caught offside is the fact that they're looking across the line. They see they're in front of the defender and they're still screaming for the ball. Lanzini runs the ball out of play because he can't play it to anyone. Zaza's screaming at him, "Why didn't you give it to me?" You're standing offside.
Yeah.
You're looking across. You know where you've got to be, and you're standing there. You can see the defender this side of you. You know he ain't going to give you the ball.
I'm sorry, I don't think he offers nothing, mate. I'm sorry, I don't think he offers a fucking thing.
Said
And to think, right, I know he wasn't the first choice, but to think, right, and I've said this a little thing, to think that we've fucked off Sacco that much that he's pretty much dot on the cards he's going to leave because he knows he's not going to be first choice. Carroll will be back in a week. You know what I mean? Well, that's the thing.
But the thing
But
is, it's the same with Sacco.
you piss off, like, let's be fair, one of our best forwards for that cunt.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, mate, but that's what I'm saying. This is what I was saying last week. With Sacco, he's in the prime of his career. He's done very well for us when he's played. He's got a bad injury record as well. Don't forget that, yeah.
That's the
But
problem.
you know, he's basically he knows he's behind Carroll, and that was a big problem last season. And then that's the problem with when you start bleating these fucking things in the fucking summer about we're going to sign this striker because he's probably sitting at home thinking, well, now I'm third choice at the very least. What's the fucking point? Like, what's the point in putting in all this effort when I'm just going to be sitting on the bench? I'm 27 now. I need to be playing football. I'm in the prime of my career, and I'm going to be third choice. And then it don't come off. You've pissed him off, so he don't want to fucking play anymore, and you end up with fucking Zaza. Might as well end up with Zaza fucking Gabor. You know what I mean?
Zaza was a last-minute deal, wasn't it? Like a panic
was a
buyout
panic
for
buy.
me.
Same as Ayew. Ayew was we had to sign someone and pay big money for him, so that's why they signed him.
You don't just pay big money for no one, though, Scott. You know what I mean?
But that's what.
And it ain't. Let's be fair. It ain't big money. In today's fucking market, mate, that ain't big money.
But for us, it is.
It's not.
It is.
It's not.
It's a club record.
But it is for us, yeah, because it's a club record.
It's not a big transfer. In
Not with all the money. Look, there's other fucking teams like I would like to say smaller teams than us, but they're not smaller that have paid similar money for players.
Yeah, I know, but you know,
More money even. I think fucking who's that geezer that plays for Leicester? How much did he cost them? 27 million. I know they won the league last year, but they're not as big a club as West Ham. They ain't.
No, I totally agree with you. But
no, I'm sorry, Scott, but the money's there to be spent.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
agree.
Like, and the thing is, right?
But it's getting people to come to you.
Well,
And he's spending it on the right people.
no, because the fucking once again the ball open their mouth. Do you know what? We don't expect the fucking world, but when you promise us something, right? He didn't fucking just say, "Oh, we might be able to." He said, "We are going to.
Yeah.
We are going to spend big money."
Yeah, can the chickens for the hatch.
Once again, look, I'm not going to get into the discussion. We've discussed it so many times, but I'm sorry, but it's not good. It's not good business from West Ham. It's not good business, and it showed in the fucking last 10 minutes, right? When you've got to take let's be fair, one of the best 10 players in Europe at the minute, Payet. Yeah, you got to take him off and put this fucking. I can't describe that cunt. Honestly, I can't describe him. Oh, no, they got it back to 2-2. Let's say that, right? They got it back to 2-2. Oh no, this was before. Sorry, he did take him off before. They've taken Payet off.
He was tired.
Oh my god, yeah, he was tired.
And we were
But
getting
look what the
overrun.
fuck you've put on.
I would have put Ginger Pele on.
Right.
Yeah, that's who I would have put on.
Now the thing is, right? I agree with you. I would have put Ginger Pele on, right? But yeah, he gave away the penalty. That's it. It was a rash challenge. Any player could have made that rash challenge. You can't coat him off just because he's done that.
He didn't do fuck all else.
But nor did anyone else.
What do you mean? What do you mean you can't coat him
He
off?
gave the ball away a few times.
He done fuck all
But
else apart from give the penalty. What do you want me to say? Oh, he's unlucky there.
Fernandez come on and gave the ball away every time he picked it up.
Yeah, but he made a fucking few good tackles.
He made a
Norville
few good
didn't even fucking do that.
But he weren't in the position to. I agree, Collins should have come on. The reason he didn't put Collins on because he was more worried about the pace. What he should have done was Nordveit should have gone at the
Yeah, but
back
by
and
that
Kyoto
stage
should have
we-
gone into the midfield.
By that stage, we were sitting deep.
Yeah,
anyway.
we was just sitting back.
So
We might as well put him on the goal line.
But that's
And let's be honest, right? That second goal, right? That cunt's a shit cunt. Everyone that we've bought in this club in the fucking summer is shit. I'm sorry, but they are. Every single fucking signing that we've bought in this summer is shit.
Not
It's-
everyone.
Who?
Fletcher's not shit.
He's one for the future, though. I'm not. Do you know what? That, maybe yeah. All right, that's
Fernandez
hard.
ain't shit.
No, he's okay as well. But the rest of them, right? Let's be fair. Them two were signed for the future. They weren't even.
Masuaku's alright.
No, I don't like that.
No, I know what you're saying. We haven't. We've just added
strengthened.
numbers. Yeah, because
We
like
haven't.
I've been saying before,
Don't
all
want-
these were signings were for Europe.
Yeah,
For
but
bigger
right,
squads,
but right.
They was
even
banking on us to
even
get
if
in
they was
Europe.
in Europe, right? Even if they was in Europe, how the fuck does that help?
I'm
How
just
the
saying,
fuck
but people
does that
like
help? Just
Faguli
adding
and-
numbers. Fucking hell, they might as well sign me up. If you're just going to add numbers, you might as well.
Yeah,
Because
but-
what are these people doing? Toure. What the fuck? Where the fuck is he?
He's still injured.
Good. That's what I'd say about him.
He's off in January.
He's another player, isn't he?
Faguli.
Yeah,
He's on
Faguli
the
as
bench.
well. He's another player. Like for me, Bilic brought him in for European football because they got European experience. You can't cram in 13 new players in just the league when you've already got a good starting 11 from last season.
But that's the problem. We've got a good team. A really decent team. But in this...
We've got a good 11.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. We've
And
got a good 11.
It's worrying. We've got a good 11 and we have to play a centre midfielder at centre back.
Well, the thing is like it's just the difference between the two teams today was a striker, a top quality striker. I
Again-
mean, as much as you can cunt Harry Kane off, he is a good player and he scores goals.
At the end of the day, he's there to put the ball in the back of the
He
net.
gets 20
and
plus
it's-
every season.
He done sod all else for that game. How they gave him man of the match on BT Sport just because it was like,
he's
oh,
paid to
Winston
score
Reed's
goals.
been
But you know
superb.
why?
He's paid to
Because
score goals.
he's a,
Scored
no,
two
but
goals,
he's
that's what he's paid to
but
do.
he's a natural goal scorer. He reminds me
Because
a
they
little
won
bit.
the game.
Do you know? It
That's
reminds me a
why.
little bit of, and I've seen footage of him years ago. It reminds me a little bit of Jimmy Greaves. He's just got that knack
He's in
of
the right
knowing
place, right time.
where. Because if you look at that second goal, right now, it's disgraceful defending.
Yeah, Bonner's fault.
I don't think it was Ogbonna's fault.
Bonner's lost him.
I don't think it was because Ogbonna was. I think he was banking on Randolph to leave it, and that's why he ran in, right, and left him. Right, but right, Kane didn't. Well, that's what I saw. I'm just saying what I
think
fucking
being
saw.
harsh on Randolph like
He's-
that. We had
he's
to
in-
go
he's in-
for it.
Calm down.
He's
No,
an
I'm-
international
no.
defender.
Nick.
You know, you shouldn't bank on. You should be putting yourself in a position where you're marking the striker. You shouldn't be standing behind your goalkeeper. The goalkeeper's got the near post covered and the 6-yard box covered. Right? There was no need for a Bonner to be behind the goalkeeper.
I mean, people were
He should have
slagging
been where
Randolph
Kane
off
was.
for that. I don't see what he's done wrong there.
He
He's
couldn't
He
leave it. He said,
No,
no,
he
you
had
know.
to go for it. He probably could have tipped it straight out instead of hitting it, like tipping it sort of at an angle. But
yeah, but it's,
Kane was in the right place to receive it.
Look,
Bonner should have been tight.
Son's got to the byline, right? This at the end of the day, this is the fucking facts, right? Son's got to the byline. There was 4 defenders between him and Kane, and he was on the back post.
Yeah.
yeah, it's poor defending.
Poor defending. I think it's a poor tip out by
We-
Randolph.
we should-
Ogbonna's probably, but in the heat of the moment, Scott, what can you do? You can't be perfect every fucking
no, of
time.
course not.
It's the 89th minute of the game.
see the
I'm just
reaction on
saying,
his face,
right?
he knew he
I'm
was
just
in
no.
the
Well, look, can I finish my fucking sentence?
No.
That's what I was talking about. Harry Kane, yeah. Harry Kane has had the fucking brains
Yep.
to stop his run. He knows that keeper's going for that, and he's going to get a tip out. The defender's running in, leaves me open. And that's what I'm saying about him reminding me of Jimmy Greaves, yeah? He seems to put himself in the right place at the right time. Anyway, that goal went in, it was the 89th minute. I thought, you know what, on the fucking strength of things, I think a point's about a fair result. A point's about a fair result, I'll take that. And then from there, I could cry. I could honestly cry.
Do you know what? It just summed up our season so far. Because last season, we'd have either won that or it'd have been a point. But to give away a penalty, that's...
It's a rash challenge. He should have. He didn't have to dive in.
Oh, your mate, Nordville.
Yeah, that's the thing. He didn't have to dive in, right? The thing for me though.
You have to dive in. The cunt was going nowhere.
Right, but the thing for me, he's dove in, right? Made the initial challenge, tried to pull his leg out of the way, and Son's caught the leg as he's gone through. The ball was going off the fucking pitch. That's the annoying thing for me.
It's a penalty, isn't it?
Well, Son knew what he was doing. He left his foot in.
The thing is, at 2-1, when we was 2-1 up, we had about 3 or 4 chances. We was hitting them on the break.
But that's what I was saying about
Holding on to the ball too long.
Payet did it. Should have laid Zaza in. 5 minutes later, Zaza done it. Should have laid Payet in. They hold on to the ball, hold on, and then by that time, Zaza had to check his run and shot his shot straight at Dyer, and Payet had to check his run, and the move breaks down. It's that thing. Just give them the 3 opportunities both players had to lay the other player in, and they held it and held it and held it, and you can't do that. When you're breaking, counter-attacking football is quick, fast-flowing. As soon as Payet's a world-class player, right? He can get his head up, see Zaza's run. Whether he thinks Zaza's a pile of crap or not, he's got to give him the ball. You know, how many strikers have played in the Premiership that are a pile of crap? You give them the ball, they score a goal. You know, it don't matter. He should be laying him in. Zaza's done exactly the same later on with it. We just hold on to the ball at times when we should be releasing it.
Anyway, they got a penalty.
It's fucking typical. Summed up our season so far.
I mean, do you think the ref was really looking to give it? Because he'd sort of missed a possible penalty about 10 minutes before that, hadn't he? Where, who was it went down? Was it Kane and Reed?
Yeah, Kane and Reed.
So I think he might have been looking to... But then, what they were saying on BT,
though... on the telly, he turned around and said, he ain't going to give a... No, Howard Webb, weren't it?
Yeah.
He went, he's going to make 100% sure that if it's a penalty, it's a penalty.
He went, he's going to be under...
half-hearted.
Yeah, he's going to...
As I said, Howard Webb said it, he's looking to give a penalty.
Yeah.
You
And
know?
the thing is as well, they said, what's the difference between that one and Reed's one? He said, well, Reed didn't have hold of him, he just pulled Reed down. He said, that one, they had hold of each other. So it was, you see him give them, but...
It's not that, it's the home team, and if that had been up the other end, it wouldn't have been a penalty. It's the home team, last kick of the fucking game. All their fans are on their feet singing for the first time, because they was fucking quiet for 83 minutes.
You heard them at the start, and then you didn't hear them again until they scored.
Let's talk about their fans anyway, because the game's a pile of shit.
We lost Reed.
Reed got sent off as well.
Yeah.
That was pathetic.
I think that was for
Danny
this-
Rose, that's disgraceful. Absolutely disgraceful.
Yeah,
I
going
don't
to
know.
ask
Try
him, run
and-
at the ref, going like,
Yeah.
he's already been booked.
The referee won't. You see, the referee was never going to book Reed,
I
and then
think
Danny Rose, he wasn't.
Was it
'Cause
for dissent?
Well, unless Reed said something to him.
Yeah, I don't know if he said
But,
something when he's walking off,
you know,
but regardless
If
of that, what Danny Rose
Rose
done
has
was...
run straight out to the referee and say he's already been booked.
Yeah.
There's got to be a booking. You know.
Sums him up, really, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, well, he'd been booked, and then he went down for a free kick, and the ref waved play on, but if he's done it, it's a dive.
Yeah.
So...
And that was trying to get Antonio sent off because
Yeah.
Antonio had just been
Yeah.
booked.
Yeah.
You know, it's ridiculous.
Sums him up. Anyway, as you can probably gather by now, there are no fan cams from today. We did try and film some in the station, but the levels were so poor that I'm not even going to bother putting them up. Do you want to say why there ain't none?
Yeah, because all the trouble outside the ground. And the thing is, I hate Tottenham away. I love it inside the stadium. Outside the stadium, it's a load of shit. Because everyone's in plain clothes. You don't know who's West Ham, Tottenham. You've got people, especially putting this game 5:30 on a Saturday, you've got people who's been drinking all day. You've got West Ham fans going there, like us, who want to just go there to watch the game, getting caught up in stupid things. You've got Tottenham fans throwing bottles. We see people squaring up in the street. There was 6 blokes in the middle of the road punching each other. You couldn't tell who was West Ham and who was Tottenham. And it's just ridiculous. I know there's people that want to go and do that. That's fair enough. But there's always innocent people to get caught up in it. And the police as well. I mean, they're a disgrace because this is why football fans get wound up because they treat us like shit. They treat us like criminals. Like we're going to a game and they're pushing you. They've got dogs fucking coming up to you. Like they're going with and we're just walking to the fucking ground. You know, it's fucking ridiculous. Like, and I hate going Tottenham away for that reason.
Yeah.
It's the only ground in the Premier League where we go, and I feel like you got to be watching your fucking back all the time. Because I see it today. There's Tottenham fans, and there's West Ham fans as well doing it, all running up and just fighting each other. And the grown men, you got little kids standing there and women, and they're throwing fucking glass bottles in the crowd and.
Someone we know got it.
It's not that. It's a fucking full glass bottle. I mean, that's come from over the road. If they hit you on the temple, you're dead. For what?
Of course it is. But,
For what?
But if it's a kid.
Because I wear claret and blue and they wear fucking Tottenham. It's ridiculous.
You know what I saw today? I saw that fight in the middle of the road, right? I was walking and I was right beside it, right? And as he said, I didn't know who was who. It was only afterwards that it became apparent who was who because they was pushed into our crowd and I could sort of hear them talking. But I saw how it started, and I saw 5 blokes walking down the middle of the road, and a geezer come out from a pub or a bar or a kebab shop, where the fuck was next to us, and he walked up to him and he punched him square on the back of the head. Right? Then retreated, waited for him to come, started having fisticuffs, and you know what the thing is? There was a police van, parked in the traffic right next to it, and I'm talking about like from here to where that fucking cupboard thing is there. You can't see that, but it's got to be, 5 yards? Yeah? From there. And the man was just sitting in the traffic, taking no notice of it, And then all of a sudden, the police come, and what these fucking cunts do? They retreat. You come to us. You come to us. What the fuck, right? Then we get round the corner to that Park Lane entrance, which is a fucking disgraceful thing, and you've got people standing behind police officers, goading people. Now, it's not my cup of tea. I know people do go to the football for that, but then they start lobbing coins and glass bottles, and we in the last few weeks have been called fucking animals for that. See them cunts, right? And look, I'll say this fucking from the bottom of my heart, not as a West Ham fan, but as a human being. The cunts that are doing that are a fucking disgrace to the human race.
You should never have to get on a train going to a football ground worrying about walking to the stadium and back. Because like I said, even when we come out after the game, it's dark, you don't know who's who, and then you're getting all people coming from all angles, and they're just throwing punches at you, and you don't know who the fuck. You could be fucking turning around fighting a West Ham fan for all you know, and you don't know that I'm fucking West Ham. You could think I'm Tottenham, like.
But we got round the corner, right? As we come out the ground, we was moved on from the ground, and to be honest with you, the fan camps got scrapped, and rightfully so, because they was holding them back, and obviously it's boisterous. You know, a lot's happened at the end of the game. They've still got their fucking adrenaline up. We're upset. You know what I mean? And they're moving people on, and they're fucking surrounding you, and they're pushing you through. Gets round the corner. They've held them back. They've held the people on Park Lane back, so they're just taking us through. All of a sudden, there's this fucking little gate. I don't know what it is, just on the side of that, isn't there? Where they've got. And as we walked out, I see a geezer, right? And I see this loads of times. And they was fucking. This is how scum some of these people are, right? They was running out of that gate, right? And the police were letting them, right? Not letting them punch people, but they was letting them out. Punching people in the back of the head and then running back in the crowd.
Breaking.
It just sums up. And you know what? None of this shit will be reported tomorrow.
Of course, there was nothing, apart from West Ham fans tweeting it, there was nothing on the media.
And you know what? I got a bit of stick like the other week. When we went to Everton, we was impeccably behaved. And I said, we was impeccably behaved, but you won't see that tweeted. And them cunts, right, these fucking Tottenham fans, giving it, what? You want praise because you behaved like normal human beings? Well, they ain't fucking normal human beings. I'm sorry, but a lot of, the ones that would cause them trouble, I'm not going to brand everyone, but they ain't normal human beings. They're fucking animals.
At the end of the day,
and you know what the thing is? You know why people act like that sometimes? Because we're fucking fans are treated like animals. Them games are fucking disgrace. Do you know what? I don't want to go there again.
You should never put that sort of game like that as an R5 on a Saturday, because you know
But you know
everyone's
what?
going to be out drinking all day.
And you know what it is? It's the fucking TV. No fucking, and that's the thing, right? We know that shouldn't be a 5 o'clock kick. They should always West Ham Tottenham games, right? Because of that, they should always be early kickoffs.
12 o'clock.
Always be
Not
early
being
kickoffs.
funny, in this day and age, it shouldn't matter. That shouldn't
No,
be
you're
going
right,
on
it
at
shouldn't
football.
matter. But
No, at the end of the
unfortunately,
day,
But it does. It does
we
go
know
on.
it does. But if that was the other way round, right, and that was happening at the London Stadium,
Oh fucking
mate,
hell!
it'd be all over.
it'll be kick them
everything.
out,
Exactly.
close the stadium down.
Exactly.
It's going to be the same next season at Wembley when they play at Wembley. It's going to be exactly the same. Fuck knows what it's going to be like on Wembley Way.
I've
Funneled in, haven't you? You funneled through there.
wait. They come to our place. It's going to be a fucking bloodbath. It's just stupid,
That's it,
and it makes it
disappointing
makes it
because you don't-
uncomfortable. You know
you
what I
don't wanna see
mean?
that in
Normally,
football.
when I'm going to football, I'm smiling, I'm happy. I get there. As soon as I get to that station, I've got to be straight faced. You've got to be alert. You've got to be on your game.
That's
You've got
what
to
I
be
mean.
watching behind you. You've got to be
don't
watching
enjoy
from the
it.
side.
No.
You don't enjoy it.
I don't like it, mate.
You're already you're in the game and you're thinking about fucking hell outside after. Like, you know
Walk
what I
back
mean?
to the station.
You shouldn't have to fucking do that. And like I said, it's always innocent people that get caught up in it.
Listen, you want to go there and have a tear up, then go there away from the ground and have your tear up.
Look,
Don't involve
they
people
have
who remain interested.
what they call their firm. We have what we call our firm.
Yep.
If you want to fight, you know what I mean. But all I see is them fucking walking along the road. Our fans, people that don't want to get involved in violence. That's why we're walking on. That's why we're walking fucking in like a police cordon to get away from it all. If they want to stay and fight, look, that's up to them. I don't give a fuck about them, to be honest with you. But I want to get back to the station. I want to get home. Mate, be so. I've got a fucking kid at home. I mean, imagine like I know someone last year got stabbed in the same fucking fixture. Imagine my missus fucking receiving a phone call. Oh, sorry, Mrs. Hawkins, that you know you've got to go to the hospital because he's been to the football and someone's run out of a fucking car and stabbed him. She'd never let me go to the football again. And why should we be fearful of that? Like, it's a fucking disgrace, and you know what I mean? But the thing is, Scott, we get the bad press. We get it all the time. They're so quick, the media. And I know it's because of the stadium and because of this and because of that.
We've always had it.
But
before the stadium, we've always
because
had
of the
bad
fucking
press.
reputation we carry with us, right? And we've always had it. But as soon as something happens at our ground, right, it's fucking, back to the them West Ham scum, blah, these fucking scumbags, these this, these that. And you know what? If you're going to report it across the board, fair enough.
But they never have done.
I mean, it happens.
They've never failed.
It happens at every football
Of course it
ground,
does.
doesn't it, up and down the country. But the thing is, with West Ham this season, aren't happening inside the stadium.
Yeah.
It don't happen inside White Hart Lane, does it? In the ground.
No,
it's
it's
just
all
outside.
outside,
And
yeah.
like I said, it's one of the, you don't know who the fuck's who. That's the thing that I don't like
But that's
about
it.
it.
But as I said before, you
Well, it's
shouldn't.
back your head, yeah.
Yeah, but you shouldn't have to do that.
No,
Yeah, but-
like I say,
You know what I
you
mean?
shouldn't,
As a
but-
fan who just wants to go and support your team, watch the game, you shouldn't have to worry that someone's going to come and whack you from behind or things like that.
It's
you know?
horrible.
You shouldn't even hit someone from behind. That's just coward. That's cowards do that. Cowards
Hitting them
go out
from
to-
behind
hitting them
and
from
it-
behind and in groups.
And then running away.
Yeah, you're gonna have a square up with someone, do it face to face, but they won't, because half of these fans that go there and do it will never do it on their own. They'd never stand there and have a scrap one on one with someone.
They've probably, I reckon, right, they've probably got about 10 people that can have a fight, and then you get all these hundreds of ones that are hangers on that can only do it in crowds because they can punch and run and get lost. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, and when you're punching innocent people walking through a crowd, we see it today. Like, they're running out of a gate, punching people and running back in the gate.
It's what they call guerrilla warfare. You pick
Scum.
off one by one,
Yeah,
and
scum.
then make them chase you into your big pack.
Yeah, it's probably
Scum.
more waiting down
Yeah,
the other
that's
side
it,
of the
you know,
game, isn't it,
yeah.
you know?
But these people ain't there for a tear up.
No, they're there just to go and watch football, as we are. You know,
Anyway, that's that. Man United next week.
3 points here then.
The thing is, if we play like we did today, we can get something there.
Yeah, they're
If
not
we just
playing
cut
well.
out the silly
Nonsense.
mistakes.
Big fucking disappointment that Reed's gonna be missing that game.
But that's the very
At
disappointing.
least we're
thing.
only losing for one
especially the way he played today.
There are
And the
some.
way he's been playing, you know, he's been superb. Obiang again today was superb, I thought. Czech was brilliant. You know,
When's the League Cup? It's the League Cup goes the week after, isn't it?
Yeah, we got.
Yeah,
It's a shame
Sunday
because
and
he would have
Monday.
missed that game, wouldn't he?
Yeah, Sunday, Wednesday, like of not next week, like Sunday.
Yeah.
Not the
next
Wednesday
week,
coming, the Wednesday after.
It's a shame he weren't this week because he'd have missed that and then he'd be back for the league.
Just before we go on to talk about the FBAs, where's this leave us in the league? Are we now?
Fourth bottom. I
Are
think.
we fucked?
Fourth bottom.
No,
we're not
fucked.
because we're still.
We're only
if
what,
we had won
2
today, we would have gone
wins?
11th or 12th.
Yeah, we're
or
only-
Yeah,
something
we've
like
gone
that.
up to 12th. They said.
Yeah,
If we'd have
so-
won today, we'd have gone to
couple
very
of
tight down
couple of
the bottom.
results.
Unlucky, I thought today.
They showed
sort
it,
of-
and take away the last 7 minutes, we played really well today.
I'd say on the balance of the game,
A
I'd
draw
say a
would have
draw
been a
would have been a
fair
fair result.
Yeah, and I
today.
think Tottenham fans would have said that as well. A draw would have been a fair result. 'Cause the thing is, it was a good London derby. It was a proper game of
They've ever been
football,
there,
yeah.
Yeah. If you were a neutral watching that, it was a good game of football to watch.
But
Five goals, end to end stuff.
dramatic finish.
Exactly.
Unfortunately, out the wrong end for us.
fuck.
Oh well, on to next week anyway. As I just said, we went to the FBAs this week at Old Trafford. Unfortunately, we didn't win anything, boys, but we must have won a beer drinking competition, surely.
Definitely.
Old.
There was over 50 beers on that table at one
Jesus
point.
Christ.
We drunk them
I
all.
reckon there was about 60.
Nice
60
pie.
beers on there at one point.
No, it wasn't. A
Pie
nice
and a
pie.
parsnip.
Fucking horrible.
Pie and a
I'll be
parsnip.
honest.
On a-
I'm
on a
going to be
small
honest with you
bread
now. I'm
and
going to be honest, right? And I went to that award ceremony. What do you think about it?
It was just a night away with the lads having a laugh, wasn't it?
Exactly.
I didn't like it. I liked the company,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
the thing is about
Say
we met,
cheers,
met some good people out there as well.
yeah.
didn't
I don't get me wrong. We met a few people. I see a few people that I've known and met before. It was good to see them in that sort of environment where we're having a good time.
Stan Collymore called Tom a cunt because I told him he was the one that threw the drink at him.
Yeah,
It was good to chat to people like normally we don't get a chance to chat to.
yeah. I got a good
I met
big
my hero Stevie Ritchie.
fucking Stevie Ritchie. Got to give shout outs to like 4 tunes in 1 hour category. Really nice guy. Can't meet a better guy than him. I don't think. I think he's one of the nicest guys in the thingy. Who else did we meet? Smith, who won the fans from Palmer's FC.
Yeah,
Congratulations
nice
to him. Nice
nice
fella.
fella
Him
as
and him and his wife. Yeah, brilliant to meet them. Daniel Cutting. Did you meet Daniel Cutting?
Yeah,
The freestyler, yeah.
Yeah, no,
fucking
after, didn't
top lad he is. Fucking
Nice fella.
great drinking partner, and
I was talking to loads of people.
yeah. Ryan went on some little Birmingham. Who was they we was talking to at the end?
No, it was Liverpool. That was a
Liverpool. What was it? Anfield Rap.
Yeah, Anfield Rap or something
Yeah.
like that.
Ryan got in big massive conversations with them. But apart from that, I mean, these award ceremonies they're decent, but it was a bit of a shambles. The show.
The layout of it was terrible.
Yeah.
It seemed
Absolutely. You got
rushed,
stage,
didn't
stage
it?
like that end of the
And there's
building,
a-
and everyone who's winning's this end of it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
Bit of a jog to
there's a
get
lot
there,
of
wasn't it?
people in that room. Not mentioning any names, but you know, who think they're a lot more important than what they are, and they're not my type of people, to be honest with you. Do you know what I mean? And I see a fucking rant from a channel who was in our category. Who was there doing it outside in the smokers area, a Man United channel, yapping on about how it's fucking how the Red Men TV and Liverpool have set them up to lose and all this. Right, he was going on about, the Red Men TV set us up, the Red Men TV set us up. I'm like, what do you mean they'll set you up? He went, they set them up because the fucking Scousers had took it. I said, what do you want, extra points because you're at Old Trafford? You know what I mean? And he's like, no, we had the most Twitter votes. I said, not just about Twitter though, is it? There was like other ways of voting. Yeah, but they set it up so Liverpool won. And then I thought about it and I thought, hold on a minute.
Liverpool didn't win.
He was beat by a fucking Sunday team from Essex and a fucking geezer that makes cartoons from up north, out in the north east. What's he talking about? Did you fucking Man United fans yapping shit? And then you might have seen on Twitter something afterwards, and I've got to mention this quickly because, it wasn't a great tweet from. Can you name them? What are they called?
West Ham World.
West Ham World. Right, so you might have seen this on Twitter. We'd had a few to drink, met some lovely people, as I said, mingled with everyone. Everyone that came up to us say hello and things like that. You know, we gracefully spoke to them, and we was all on our best behaviour. Then we get a
we're
tweet.
drunks.
Then we get a tweet
We are very.
about half hour afterwards, saying that he had a great time at the FBA's, but met some of the people at West Ham Fan TV. They were rude, except for the people at West Ham Fan TV. They were rude. Now I was bemused.
Yeah, was I.
We was all thinking,
bemused.
right? So I was thinking to myself, what the fuck is he talking about? Never met him. Right? So then, this is the thing about these sort of people, right? And this is the thing that pisses me off about these sort of people. We had the similar sort of thing at West Brom with some geezer that saw a scrap around us, and all of a sudden he presumed it was us, and he turned around and said they were all fighting, and that wasn't the case there. And the thing about these, they're quick, and West Ham World is a fucking big account, right? It's a 15,000 follower account, right? Now, they tweet these things out in public, right? And I promise you this now, right? I don't give a fuck what he says, to be quite honest with you, because we've had messages and fucking in between. But they tweet these things out in public, put this thing out in the public domain, right? Now, Ryan got upset. I was upset.
I think we're all upset.
We was all upset. So Ryan took to Twitter, and when you do things like that, it riles people up. And it's not because we're rude, it's because we're fucking people, and you're defamating our character.
Yeah.
Well, listen, I'm not just saying it because it's us here, but the people who was with that night, we was all having a laugh. We're not people
Actually,
that
we had a great-
we are all happy people, and we talk to anyone. I mean, fuck me, Graham talks to. You know what I mean? Honestly, we're probably the nicest people you could meet. You know what I mean? It's all right, we are miserable sometimes, but
We're
when a night
people.
out, we're not troublemakers. We always laugh and joke, and
We're
we're always,
happy
We're happy
you know,
drunks, aren't we?
we're always up. And then when I see that, and I don't know, I still don't even know who he was talking about, but it was,
Certainly
he made it
one of
like it was all of us.
Yeah.
And I said
Well, it
to
was
him,
none of us.
I know, that's what I mean. I said to him, like, who was it? And he couldn't answer.
Well, you said it. You tweeted him now. I tweeted him.
Yeah, and then
Dan
even
tweeted
when
him,
he
still didn't
started saying
answer.
about, oh yeah, I'm next door, I went, well, come and see us then. He went, all right, and I will. And about 10 minutes later, I messaged him again, where are you? Nothing. And then he said about, we abused him, and no one threatened him. We just told him, well, come and tell us who it was then. Because if it was you, I'd have smacked your ass. You know what I mean?
No, but
It's right what you're saying. These people are quick to jump on.
they're quick to jump on, and then they apologise in public, but they leave these things up. And he deleted the tweet the next day, yeah. So he left it on all night, and then this is the thing that I said to him the next day, right? I'm gonna tell you what was said the next day, right? I don't give a fuck what he says. He's gonna go to this fucking policy on that policy. I don't give a monkeys, right? He tweeted me in public saying, I tweeted him a picture, right? Now, the reason I tweeted him a picture, right, he said that I was intimidating him, yeah? Right? I was upset. I just said, is this you? Right? I found the guy's personal, and he's like, yeah, why? And I'm like, just asking. And then he sends this big long message before I could send that message, right, saying, look, I've apologised, that's the end of it, blah, 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 blah. Sending me pictures of myself is pretty intimidating. And before I could answer, do you know what, I didn't even answer that question. The reason I sent him that picture, because I wanted to make sure that I never met him, and he hadn't got the wrong idea. And now he's took that as intimidating. I don't know what he means by that. And then he starts going on this, look, I've done this, it's the wrong fucking thing. I've apologised in private to Scott, I've apologised in private to Ryan, blah, 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 blah. That should be the end of it, and all that. And then, right, this is the kicker, he said, you should apologise.
Why should Scott
Me?
apologise?
No, he said to me, you should apologise. If you want to apologise to me, you can. I said, well, I'm not fucking apologising for nothing. I said, because, and then he starts saying, oh yeah, because you're intimidating me. Now this sort of backs up, because all I've got since that tweet is rudeness from you all, and all that.
Rudeness?
And it sort of backs up my initial claim. I said, how can you back up saying it never fucking happened in the first place? It's a lie. It's a fucking lie. And I don't know whether some of these people are just out to fucking, like, tread on our toe. I know we've, like, come in this fucking space a little bit uninvited. We've sort of wedged our way in. I've never asked for a fucking thing from anybody. Any channel, any fucking website, any fucking blogger, whatever. I come in this, we all 4 of us did. We ain't got no connections to no one. We do this out of the love for our football club, right? And you know what, right? Things like that really get up my nose because all I ever see on these fucking websites is West Ham family, West Ham family. I went out to that awards ceremony, right? When Liverpool channels, there was some of them dotted around the room. When another Liverpool channel got up on that fucking stage, they all stood up and they all fucking applauded like it was one of their fucking kids getting up. That's a fucking family. West Ham accounts stab each other in the back. Now, I've got nothing to do with any of them cunts, right? Nothing. I do this out of the... I'm not affiliated to not one of them accounts. And I don't want to be because they are all just out for themselves, you know.
I wouldn't say all of them.
No.
All right, no. All right, maybe, but a lot of them, right? They're all out for themselves, and they all want to see the other one foul, and they all want to be snidey and do this behind us, and things like that get up my fucking nose because it's a lie. And then, right, the fucking prick had the fucking audacity to say to me, "Don't you talk about this on your show?" I said, "I talk about what I want." Right? It's our show, right? He goes, no, because after I've apologised, I'll be closely monitoring it. And hello, by the way, yeah. I'll be closely monitoring it, and anything derogatory or defamatory will be closely monitored. What the fuck are you gonna do about it?
At the end of the day, look, like I said, West Ham World don't mean nothing to me. All I worry about is West Ham Fan TV and what we do. Like, they can do what they want to do. Like I said, if anyone's got a problem with me, you, or anyone, they always feel free to come up to us, but they won't.
Did we ever actually find out who it was he spoke to or he thought he spoke to?
Don't know, mate.
At the end of the
He
day,
don't know himself.
Weren't any of us, I'm sure it
It's
was.
like I tweeted him, right? I turned around and said to him, DM me, who was it?
DM, no. The thing is,
it was, right?
you don't know who it was because it was nobody.
But then he turned around and said, "Oh, I've got the wrong end of the stick." I said, "Fair enough, but just check your facts before you start."
Yeah, but
calling
why
us
can
out."
you bab your mouth in public and then apologise in private?
Yes,
But leave that out there because the thing is with that, a lot of what we do is down to that meeting people, right? A lot of what we do on our channel is down to meeting people. I fucking love meeting. It's the best part of any West Ham game when I get to meet new people. When people come up to me and say, "Oh, you know what? I love your stuff and all this." I love talking to them people, and it only starts with that. And if we didn't respond, that might snowball. And then word gets out that we're fucking dickheads.
The way
now.
I look at it is that we've been doing this, 2 years now? We've spoke to hundreds of people, we've met thousands of people at games and things like that. People come up to us all the time. Today, even Tottenham away, people coming up to us and shaking our hands and all that. We ain't out for fame. I don't give a fuck about fame. Or you know what I mean? It don't bother me. People come up to us and they're like, "Oh, I love what you're doing," and that. It's the first time that someone's ever called us rude. And you can't even back it up.
You can't back it up because
anyone thinks that I'm rude. Like trust me, I'm far from that. I will talk to anyone. Like Graham will, like Nicky will, like you will.
But that sort of thing ain't fair, mate. I'm rude. Do you know what? I am being rude to him. I mean, you know why I'm being rude to him?
Because he's a dickhead.
Because he's a dickhead. And he was rude to me.
Was it? Yeah.
You know, as soon as you start putting them things out in public, mate, I'm sorry, but...
But that's it. You check your facts before you put something out there in public. Mate, you check your facts.
Just fucking
We wouldn't
seeker.
think of slagging someone off or saying something to someone unless we had all the facts.
If I ever had a problem with anyone, or I thought someone said something about us, I'll do it privately.
Exactly.
I'll do it privately. I wouldn't go
put it in public
Well,
because you're just trying to dig at the person you're doing it. Whether you thought it was us or not, you're automatically digging at every single one of us.
Yeah, exactly. We're running out of battery, so we've got to start sweeping up now. Thank you very much for joining us on this edition of. Thank you very much for joining us on this edition of West Ham Fan TV's post-match pint. Hopefully, the next one will be a bit more upbeat and cheerful. But
I like this one. I thought it was quite good.
yeah, it was decent. Yeah, it's better than the game anyway.
I'm really intimidated.
Don't be rude.
Dickhead.
Don't forget to go and follow us on Twitter at West Ham Fan TV. Go and follow us on Facebook, facebook.com/West Ham Fan TV. If you ever do see us in the street, come up to us because we're nice guys, right?
We're not rude.
Yeah, we're not rude. Go and see our website, West Ham Fan TV, westhamfan.tv. Instagram, Snapchat, all that nonsense, the stuff that we never use, but follow us on it anyway. We might start using it one day. And we'll wrap it up there, boys. One thing left to say. Come on, you Irons.